I hired 2 sentinels. One I made the administrator of Hedong, and the other I had him supervise construction at Hedong. Doing this makes it cheaper to build buildings at Hedong and makes it so we build them quicker. I started upgrading the town to a large town, and I was then going to upgrade it even further and possibly add a military building so it could help us defend. But looking at Hedong's copper mine, I don't think we're going to have time to do that. There's currently 5 full armies marching on us, and they're really not that far away. I think they can get to Hedong in probably 2 or 3 turns. And so I'm thinking if we want to keep Emperor Xian, we're going to have to move our capital back to Chang'an, which is going to be much more defensible. For some reason though, it's going to cost us 15k now to move our capital to Chang'an, and doing that would cost half of all of our money. I'm going to end the episode here, and what do you guys think? Should I move the capital to Chang'an for 15k, which may or may not move Emperor Xian? I hope it will. There always is the chance that he just stays in Hedong, even though I'm pretty sure he will relocate back to Chang'an if we do move the capital there. Or do you guys think we somehow try to mount a heroic defense at Hedong? We do currently have 30k, and we could put a bunch more units on the field, and we have like Dangsheng and Mayu that we could put out, as well as there's 12 candidates in the candidates box that we could hire. Do we invest that 15k that we would have invested into moving the capital towards building another army and try to mount a heroic defense at Hedong, even though it's going to be hard because it is currently going to upgrade into a large town in 2 turns, and then after that I'm not sure how long it's going to take to upgrade into a small city, which would be more defensible. Let me know what you guys think I should do. 34 upvotes for heroic defense at Hedong, and so I guess that's what we're gonna do. If we do fail, then you guys know who's responsible. Nah, but this guy brought to my attention a mechanic that I had already known about, but I just completely forgot about it, and I think I stumbled across this on accident when I was first starting to play, and I wasn't that good at generating money, so I was like, why would you ever use this? It's so expensive. Just wait for the building to build. There's never a situation where this is going to be useful. It seems though, however, we may have found a situation where that mechanic is fairly useful, and it's actually not that expensive. We're currently upgrading Hedong to a large town, which is going to take 2 more turns. And if we choose instant construction, it's now a large town. Because we have our 2 sentinels here, one being the administrator and one doing the assignment, upgrading to a small city is only going to cost 2k, but it will take 5 turns. We can instantly finish it for 2500. The reason why doing this may be a good idea is it increases our garrison and it provides the settlement walls, which makes it easier to defend, and I believe it also does add some extra towers as well. On top of that, it increases our building slots available from 2 to 3, which is going to allow us to build a military building here. I could just demolish this permanent labor housing, but it is currently giving us 50k pop growth per turn. Having a high population is good because it generates more taxes, and it also increases the replenish rate of armies that are nearby. So if we do get into a battle, if we do take casualties, we can replenish those up quicker. We also have government provincial workshops, which gives us 400 income. I'd rather keep this building up if possible for the extra income, and so having that extra building slot will be nice. As you guys know, there's no doubt that Chang'an would be easier to defend, and we could move our capital there, which would move Emperor Xian there for 15k, or we could just invest all that money that we would have invested towards moving our capital into actually upgrading Hedong and getting a bigger army. And so far we've only spent an extra 1k on quickly upgrading Hedong to a large town, 2k upgrading it to a small city, which we probably would have done anyways, and if we instantly construct this small city, an extra 2500. That only adds up to 5500, so we're still 9500 short of where we would be at if we did move our capital. Another thing to think about is we are investing this money towards our infrastructure, and like if Hedong does hold out, it's currently generating us 717 per turn, and that number will increase as our pop gets higher. And so I'm thinking that I am on board with the strategy of defending Hedong, so let's do it. Instant construction to a small city for 2500. I was looking through the quick deals function, and man, do I wish they expanded on this mechanic. But I noticed we were at war with Liu Biu, and he wanted to make peace. He will give us peace and 697 per turn for 10 turns, which amounts to nearly 7k, and so we're definitely going to take that. That's one less major power that we're at war with. The reason why I was in the quick deals menu to begin with was I was looking for someone to give me a trade agreement, and the only person that has one available is the Han Empire. However, they do not have the horses resource available, which is unfortunate because we need horses in order to build White Horse Fellows raiding parties, which also does actually require a small regional city in order to build it, and I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get there. The reason why this building is really cool is local enemy armies get minus 20 military supplies, and so if we are getting sieged on, especially like in the winter for example, the enemy will run out of military supplies really quickly and they'll start losing units really fast. On second thought though, this patrol barracks is actually pretty decent. It gives minus 5 military supplies to local enemy armies, and it gives an extra 3 saber militia, 2 lancer cavalry, and 2 archers. And so I think we're going to build that. Patrols cost 516 and take 1 turn, and to boost it, it's going to cost 1200. I think instead of wasting the 1200, we will just hold out for 1 more turn and let it build, as if we rush it, it's not going to benefit us next turn because they won't be in our territory yet. We did recently pick up Ma Yu. He does have resourcefulness, so if we do give him trebuchets, they will have flaming shot, and he also has judgment, which gives his retinue 25% more range damage, as well as extra range armor piercing damage to his army, and 10% more range firing rate when he's commanding. He also does have Defiant plus 5% attrition to hostile forces if he is the administrator and there's enemy armies nearby. And he also gets 10 morale when defending. I'm not sure if you guys see where I'm going with this. We can deploy him at Hedong for 829, and he does come with 2 crossbowmen and 1 archer militia. We're gonna dump these, and ordinarily you guys would be like, why would you dump those? Like, he's a strategist. Crossbowmen are good on a strategist. Well, my friend, we are gonna equip him with 6 trebuchets, and this is not cheap. It's gonna cost us 6k, and now we're actually losing 458 per turn. The plan is when the enemy gets a bit closer to Hedong, probably either next turn or the turn after, we're gonna make him the administrator of Hedong. He will defend Hedong with his retinue, but we don't have to pay that 280 per turn for each trebuchet. And this next play may be a mistake, but we're gonna chase down this general with Zheng Jiang, mainly just because he's so close, and I know he's gonna run. He's actually not gonna run. We have a 100% chance to capture Lady FENG, which I believe is Yuan Shu's wife. And Sui Yuan Jin has this unique axe, Cleaver of Mountains. And we have a 57% chance to capture him. Do we capture him if we delegate? We probably kill Lady FENG too. That's gonna be kind of a problem. We didn't kill her actually. We only captured Lady FENG though. You guys may think this is cheap, but I really want that Cleaver of Mountains. And so we're gonna fight this one on the field and see if it does change the capture chance. The great thing about this battle is when we did engage the enemy general, he was too close to our trade port, and so our garrison was able to help out. We don't really care about the trade port's garrison too much, so we can have them tank for us, and they should take most of the casualties. We lost 1k, ouch. Did we capture him though? Oh, we didn't. I don't think we can capture him now, but I'm gonna try this over again a few times and see if we can. Okay, this time around Lu Bu fell. That's not ideal. Okay, this time Lu Bu sacrificed himself to ensure that we did capture him. And Lu Bu's not permadead. He did get wounded in an epic foray, if that is even the right term for it. And we can actually employ this guy. We don't have to execute him for his Cleaver of Mountains. And we will also employ Lady FENG as well. This time around I only lost 590, and I think that's mainly because I sent Lu Bu in first. And Lu Bu is now lame. Wait, hold up. Can we go back? Unfortunately, after we left the screen, it did autosave, and now we have a lame Lu Bu, which is not that big of a deal. He only loses 4 instinct and 5% speed. He has 188 instinct, and so I don't think we'll really notice that he lost the 4. I do feel like it was kind of my punishment for redoing the battle after we didn't capture him the first time. We're then going to march both these armies back to Hedong, and I'm pretty sure we can make it back in time. I am going to save money for 2 more turns, and this may be a bad idea, but in 2 turns we can pick up this reform Shock Warfare, and it's going to allow us to recruit these medium halberd cavalry. These things are going to go really well with one of our generals, and we will now end turn with 18k left over. Forgive me if this is the wrong decision. On the bright side, it is winter, and so their armies are losing a ton of military supplies. And we got freaking Dong Min himself coming up from behind Chang'an, which is slightly annoying. I can give Lady FENG abundance, which gives her 5 more food production if she is the administrator. And she has a really fat retinue of 6 units, and I will make her the administrator of Chang'an for now. Chang'an itself has a garrison of 6 units, plus it has a station garrison of 6 units, and there's Lady FENG's garrison of 6 units, so I don't think there's any way it's going to be taken out by this puny Dongmin army. We don't have to worry about Chang'an for now. Our main focus is defending Hedong, and we'll upgrade these patrols to a guard post, and instant construction on that is only going to cost 1k. In the same turn, we're going to upgrade it to a patrol barracks for 774, giving it the -5 military supplies to local nearby enemies, and it adds that 6 unit garrison, which will be helpful. Instant construction on that only costs 900. We're going to do that. Before we do end turn, we're going to do a trade agreement with the Han Empire. This is going to give us 354 per turn until it ends, which I think it only ends if like they declare war with us or something, but they're our vassals, so that's not going to happen. It's only going to cost us a wooden fish, a common item that I don't care about, 1 food per turn for 10 turns, and 545. And just like that, we will end turn, and we'll see if they are actually coming for us. First things first, we make Ma Yu with his 6 trebuchets the administrator of Hedong, and we'll pick up this reform Shock Warfare. rare, and I think they would go really well in Zaihu Yuan's retinue. First of all, his armor gives minus 15% retinue upkeep, and he does have intensity, which gives his retinue 25 extra charge speed, 25% more battle running speed, and 10% more armor piercing damage. As well as next level, he'll get Fury, and that gives his retinue 25 more charge bonus. These Lance Cavalry are fairly expensive, 1500 a pop. I almost forgot that we do need to move this guy first. Then we'll give him a bunch of these medium Lance Cavalry, 6 of them, which costs us 9k. And with that, we will end turn and we'll see what they do. They're going for Luyang's trade port. We have 1k and they have 2500. I'll just fight this out and take out as many as I can. The reinforcements are coming in from this side, and so we're just gonna leave those guys alone. The best we can hope for is we just completely wipe out this army, which I think we can do. And we did kill his general and completely wipe out that army. There's still this strategist left who's running around like an idiot, just tanking our towers. Unfortunately, Du Juzin, the general we killed, has resilience, so he didn't actually die. But we did kill 557. That was way better than the delegate outcome would have been. With the loss of our trade port, we're now losing 535 per turn, which does mean that in 9 turns we will be completely broke. And one thing I actually forgot to do was have Sui Yuan Jin do this assignment. Bandit patrols, which gives minus 10 military supplies to local enemy armies. I think Zheng Jiang does have the range to take out Yuan Shu. Like, I think it's gonna be really close. Wait, chill. Okay, I think she can. We're gonna bring this guy over too.
Bandits are less corrupt than noble.
And yeah, he actually didn't even try to run. I think he couldn't because he's right next to the river. We have a 59% chance to capture Yuan Shu himself, which would be absolutely awesome. He does have 3 exceptional items. The main thing we want though is this heavenly sword, which attacks really fast, and it's got relatively decent base damage. Our advisors predict a Pyrrhic victory, so we will lose a lot of units. But if we delegate, who will we capture? We lose 1k units. Ouch. We captured all 3 of them, no way. None of them will join us, by the way, but they all 3 have items. Well, since none of them will join us, we're gonna execute all 3 of them. We killed Yuan Shu, and he got succeeded by Yuan Yao. And, oh man, Lu Bu, you devil you. Another Sunborn, and in the most recent patch, the Let's Get It On patch, they made it so kids are born more often. We can't refer to them as Yuan Shu anymore. We have to refer to them as Yuan Yao, which is going to be kind of weird. But I'm pretty sure this is Yuan Yao's last 2 armies. He did have 2 generals to take over this army, and it is really wounded right now. So we really need to press on to these guys. Okay, looks like we can only get Wang Fu in on this, but I think that's all we need. He's got the trebuchets. And she ran. Okay, if we attack here, I'm pretty sure Yuan Yao is going to run. But if he doesn't run, Trebuchet Man can't help out.
Destroy them.
He's not going to run. Both of his forces are here, and our advisors predict a Pyrrhic victory. 99%, 97%, 89, and 72. We might capture 4 of his generals here. The only person that we can't capture is Yuan Yao. I don't think I'm even going to delegate this because the chances to capture are so high. And I feel like with our trebuchets, we can fight this without losing many units. So we unfortunately start the battle at the bottom of a hill, and our trebuchets are kind of stuck in these trees. This is by no means an ideal starting location, but 2 of their G militia are already running. And yeah, we actually did capture... Wait, what? We captured Yuan Yao. It said there was a 0% chance of capturing him. He's got these twin martial Gs, which are really nice. And we're yet again killing their faction leader. We also stole Yuan Shu's wife earlier. I wonder who's next in line for the throne. We're going to execute him. Yuan Inyang will not join us, but she does have these dual war axes. Another exceptional weapon, which has decent armor piercing damage, and it's relatively quick. 15 resolve too is really nice. Sorry girl, you won't join us. We're gonna have to execute her too. Wei Kai will join us though, and he does have scholarly, which gives him 25% more XP. And we also captured Tao Sheng, who will not join us, but we can execute him for his noble sword. We'll pull Zheng Jiang back a bit, as Kong Rong is relatively close. I don't think he can reach us next turn though, so I think we should be okay. And Wang Fu is still relatively healthy, like he hasn't lost any trebuchets, so we should be fine here. From winning those battles, we're also back up to 7k, so we don't really have to worry about money for now. It turns out Yuan Yao did have another general, Dong Pishin. That's gotta be like one of his last ones though. We're gonna have Zaihu Yuan set an ambush near Hedong, and so if Kong Rong does decide to go over there to siege, he will be very unpleasantly surprised. We're also gonna have our other 2 generals set up an ambush around Dang Sheng, because he looks fairly weak, and so someone might take that bait. Oh, I think he's going for it. Wait, he didn't actually spring the trap. I guess our ambush failed, even though it didn't say that it did. Either way, Kong Rong's general made the wrong move, and if we attack him here, both of our generals will help out, though I think he will try to retreat. Yeah. Unfortunately for him though, he can only retreat once, And so he's absolutely screwed. And Kongrong will help him out. We only got 2 of our armies in here, but we did get our trebuchets. It says we have a 0% chance to capture Kongrong. And earlier we captured a general that had a 0% capture chance. I think the capture chance does not factor in one of our general's abilities, which is 25% more capture chance. At least not if they are part of the reinforcements. So I'm thinking there is a better chance than 0 to capture Kongrong, and a better chance than 7 to capture this girl. Let's delegate and see what happens. And we just captured 2 of them. Okay, let's fight this baby out in the field. I swear the AI is starting to cheat to give us absolutely terrible terrain for our trebuchets. Then again, the area we're fighting in is pretty hilly and foresty, so it does kind of make sense. I'm going to send Zheng Jiang over here and try to snipe Kongrong with a poison dagger. I haven't showed you guys what it does. It does 14k damage over 15 seconds, and it can only be targeted on a general. I think it's got a really bad accuracy rate. Oh, I think she got him. Yeah. 14k damage over 15 seconds. Yeah, he's dead. The AI for some reason does not like targeting generals with their archers, and so we're just kind of picking them apart with Lu Bu and Zheng Jiang until our trebuchets get here, which is going to take quite a while. We just took out another crossbowman, and they're still not reacting to it at all, really.
Keep it up! That's right!
She's cheering us on. Let's see if our trebuchets can pick these guys off through trees. Like, they do have the range, it's just there are trees in the way. Yeah, we got some hits there. It is 4th of July, and happy 4th of July to everyone out there. Let's let the red rockets flare. Is that even how it goes? I'm pretty sure they don't talk about red rockets in the 4th of July anthem. You guys will think like that's my attempt to be funny, but that's genuinely how I thought it goes. I'm pretty sure it's rockets red glare or something. I like the version red rockets flare. I like the version red rockets flare a bit better though. In the snow, I don't think these things explode. Oh, maybe they do. Okay, trebuchets do not care about trees at all. Like, we're not even hitting trees. Okay, a lot of these trees are actually on fire, and it's inflicting them with this nearby fire debuff. Minus 10 morale and plus 5% fatigue and damage over time. And yeah, it looks like their generals are now running. They've had enough. GG. I don't think we lost any units there. Maybe like a couple. No, we did lose 90. We did capture Kongrong this time. Yeah, it's definitely not obviously a 0% chance. He has this exceptional Jade Horseman. I'm surprised he doesn't have anything better. Not a bad item though, and we can use it for trade. We will execute him though, and bye-bye Kongrong. We captured Guyan, and he will not join us. He has no items, but I think we'll just execute him anyways. That's one less Kongrong general we have to deal with. And Qian Hao will join us, but he is disloyal. He does have Scholarly though, and gets 25% more XP. His upgrade pass not terrible, but I don't like the fact that he's disloyal. We're gonna banish him for 800. Zhu Zhenyu is their faction heir. This girl now is absolutely screwed. She's got basically no units left. We delegate, did we capture her? Oh, we actually did capture her. And she won't join us. No. She's a really good sentinel. She's got disciplinarian, committed, which is also really good. 3% more replenishment for the army. She's the heir of her faction, so she can't join us. That's why. Well, we're going to execute her for her stone monkey. And I mean, screw Kongrong. Dude kicked us when we were down, and anyone associated with him, screw them too. Though I would have let her join us if she wanted to, because I don't hold grudges. Lady Feng was pregnant with Yuan Shu's baby, who, by the way, you think would be upset that we killed not only her husband, but her son as well. But no, the only thing she's mad about is the fact that we recently banished somebody and general discontent, which everyone has for some reason. She gets plus 15 for faction fondness. She actually likes being a part of our faction. Since we're losing 930 per turn, we're gonna have to trim some of the fat. Cheng Pao's base salary is 275, which is extremely high. The faction who had him before promoted him to finance advisor, and his upkeep with all of his troops is an extra 630 on top of that. He is the guy who has the brilliant trait, which gives our nearby trebuchets more ammo, but I don't think it's worth it to keep him around anymore. And I feel like we're pretty safe for now, so we're gonna recall him. And if we banish him, we get 1600. We're just gonna do that. We're also paying Dang Shang 390 per turn, and we don't really need an extra army on the field. And now we're actually gaining 217 per turn, so our money problems are fixed. Sun Ce declared war on us. I don't really understand why, and now we have Yuan Tan coming over here with a full army. And I think what we're going to do is have Wang Fu press on by himself. His army is super fat. I don't think he needs Zheng Jiang. I think he can just solo push by himself, and we'll have Zheng Jiang head back towards Hidong and just defend it for now. We'll have Zheng Jiang just set up an ambush near Hidong. I think Yuan Tan was next to Dongmin setting up an ambush himself, so I'm pretty sure we can't take him out. But we can go for Dongmin's Silk Trader with our super stacked army. We have 1243, they have 1322, but the battle predictor even knows we're going to absolutely stomp them. I bet we can do this without taking any casualties. The enemy sees their base as a defensive fortification, but I see it as a cage. And they're actually smart enough to know they need to charge out. But my god, are they clumped up. Oh my god. Let the red rockets flare. All their saber militia are below half HP. They got blasted off to oblivion. They did manage to kill a whole 2 units. That wasn't a great outcome. We might have to do that one over. We get no infamy from sacking the Silk Trader, so we're just gonna occupy it. Yuan Tan's main army is over here. I don't know if we can take it out with Zheng Jiang's army. What am I even saying though? It's freaking Lu Bu. Like, of course we can take him. Alright, let's Dragon's Gaze. You guys can't move. And then we'll just Rage of Lu Bu all over your face. And then there's 1 archer down. Oh, 2 down, I guess. And with Dragon's Gaze, these units are just stuck. Like, they can't move at all to help out. They just have to watch Lu Bu dismember their fellow comrades. Lu Bu's winded. I think we can just let him chill here for a bit. He's active now. If we wait a little bit longer, he might go back to fresh. Alright, Yuan Tan, can you dodge the dagger?
Do you intend to keep fighting?
No, he cannot. It's doing pretty good damage to him. It brought him down to half, and then Zheng Jiang slapped him in the face too. And he's actually almost dead. Yep, he's gone. Here we go. Biggest rage. Oh my lord. I don't know how many units that was that just died, but it was a lot. And a lot of units are running already. Keep in mind, we haven't even really lost any HP, and we haven't lost a single unit yet. I'm not sure if this is a bug, but Binding Fury currently has no cooldown. We did lose 65, and we actually killed their leader. I assume since he was level 5 he had resilience, but no, that was not the case. We did end up capturing both of his generals. Zhang Hong will not join us, but he does have an item, so we'll execute him for it. And Mi Chang will join us. His traits are not that good. Stalwart's good, but he has greedy, which I don't like. Okay, so Liu Bi is over here setting up a very obvious ambush. The question is, can we spring his trap with both of our armies at once? We just gotta do a little Frogger here. Though before we did get ambushed, our other army was really close by. They were not able to help out, and it's one of those mechanics in this game that I just don't understand. I feel like there should be an accompany mechanic or something where you can travel with 2 armies together, because it just makes no sense why you have to move each army individually, and one of them can just get ambushed all alone when there's no practical reason why you can't just move them both together, which I do feel like is kind of a problem because the ambush mechanic is so broken. And oh god, here we go. This is not gonna be fun. So fortunately, our trebuchets start the battle in the very back, and none of their units charge them. Had they done that, we 100% would have lost this, as the enemy had a lot of pikemen, and this was our Lancer cavalry unit. Because our trebuchets were able to survive, we were able to bombard his special infantry of Jing units, which we would not have been able to take out without trebuchets. At least not with this army's heavily stacked cavalry loadout. They lost 1,700, and we only captured Chang Gong, who will not join us, so we'll kill him for his tunic of divination. For some reason, he didn't even try to run away. He's running now. I want to catch him with both of our armies. A bit closer.
Avoid diversions.
There we go.
Show rage.
This is Liu Biu's main army, and we can capture his faction leader with, I believe it's like a 26% chance. Let's delegate. Let's see what that does. We did capture him. We get his noble sword and his red thoroughbred if we do execute him, but we don't get his unique heirloom bow of Huang, which is quite unfortunate. It's a pretty cool item, but we will execute him. And Guo Jia is an insane strategist. 12 cunning, 6 cunning, 6 cunning, and 6 cunning. And Brilliant gives his retinue more ammo, and Tranquil gives more replenishment. This guy is hands down the best strategist I've ever seen, and unfortunately he will not join us, so we will execute him. Kongrong's faction, which he's dead, so it's no longer Kongrong's faction. It's now Pu Fangzhen's faction. She's sending over yet another general to try to attack us, which, I mean, bring it on, I guess. And now Liu Zhang is coming over to attack us, who I've not seen for the entire playthrough. Alright, so I want to go for Luoyang's trade port, and I was going to attack Cao Cao, but we now have 4 armies trying to go for Chang'an, I guess. I don't really know what they're trying to do. Liu Zhang came over with a pretty full army, and I was thinking he's going to attack the Silk Trader. We can actually get this guy in the Silk Trader, I think. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Good luck attacking into us with our 5 trebuchets. This girl set up an encampment. There's no way she's going to try to defend this. She's definitely going to run, but I think we can still chase her even if she does run. Yeah, okay. I should have brought my other army a bit closer. Lu Bu's gonna have to put in some extra work here, as they do have a lot of crossbowmen and bowmen. 9 retinues, in fact. He's just running through their archers. Wait, did he just do all that damage to them just now? Can we just run through their entire line of archers just with 1 charge? Okay, let's just Lu Bu rage to the end here. Oh, do you really want to duel, man? Liu Feng? I'm gonna throw a dagger at him. Oh, I can't. Okay, I'll just take this duel, and we'll kill this guy really quick. The other guy actually has a lot more HP right now. Zheng Jiang took some damage before she started the duel, but yeah, this guy is now lower HP. Oh, yeah, let's get a bit closer. Even though I should be microing Lu Bu right now, but let's just see how she finishes him. Oh, and that was a hand gone. That's gonna leave a mark. Another guy wants to duel Zheng Jiang. Okay, yeah, she hit him like twice and now he doesn't want to duel anymore. The reason why I accepted the duel was because I just want to get this over with quick, and the enemy loses morale if their general does get killed in a duel. Lu Bu got 770 kills, and that was like, I think that battle only lasted 5 minutes. We captured Ji, who has okay stats, like they're not terrible. We killed Kongrong. We killed Kongrong's heir, which was literally Poo, and now he has yet another heir. Our income's terrible, like we're only gaining 171 per turn, but we managed to save up 21k just from constantly slaying armies. In the next episode, I want to push towards the city of Hanzhong, as that is owned by a vassal of one of our enemies. But before we do that, we have to take care of Huan Zizang, an army belonging to Dong Pishan, which I believe was Yuan Shu's faction. There's also Liu Ji's army, which belongs to Lady Kai's faction, who I think was Liu Biu's faction. So we're going to have to take care of them first, and hopefully we're going to be able to expand a bit. We're currently still at war with 11 factions, so we're not going to try to expand too quickly, but I think we should definitely go for the city of Hanzhong, especially because we do already own their silk trader, and owning the city and the silk trader together will be beneficial. If you are liking the series, then drop a like. If the video doesn't get that many likes, then I'll just assume you guys are getting bored and you want to see me start over fresh. And with that, I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video.